Hello everyone, welcome back to day 22 of 30 days of our AWS Cloud Journey. I'm Chen and today we are going to explore about one of the most important powerful service used in AWS world, that is API Gateway. By the end of the sessions, you are going to understand about what is the API Gateway, why it is important, the client server models and the real world examples and some of the practicals also. So let's talk about first of all what is API Gateway. API Gateway generally stands for Application Programming Interface. Application Programming interface. So what is generally by the name already you are getting to know like some kind of interfaces generally happens behind the scene. So what generally happens, suppose in AWS cloud, if you want to do something in any services, that we need an account of an AWS first of all. For example, if you want to upload something in S3, so bucket, so we have to first of all log in, then we can upload something. But if you want to upload in S3 without having an AWS account, there we are using the API. We can do all types of tasks like API. AWS generally provides, and here the services like that is API Gateway. API Gateway, where you can do anything on the AWS cloud without login, without AWS account. Without AWS account, you can achieve everything from the API Gateway perspective. So API Gateway generally helps you to services like create, publish, maintain, monitor, secure APIs at any kind of scale. So I just talk about API generally stands for Application Program Interface. So it's a program that takes a request from the public world and gives back to the gets back. So let me quickly show you with example. Suppose this is our internet, or we can say this is our kind of client. Okay, by the client here we have our applications running behind the scene. Okay, here we have applications like suppose applications are like some to Google or some kind of Gmail or each and everything. So what generally happens here? Okay, here will be an API gateway behind the scene. API gateway, where the client is going to request this API gateway. Suppose I just requested, please give me the Gmail part. Like, can you please open me the Gmail part? So behind the scene, API gateway will go to these applications and provides you part. So in these applications, we have different kinds of landing pages. We have slash home pages, slash mail, okay, slash meet. So these types of things have been there into the API's part. So here the API generally works as a proxy program in between. It provides us security. It also provides us many lot of functionalities. Okay, so here once it go to the application, it will again come back to the API gateway and it again give the response to the internet, or we can say slash client also. Okay, so here we have got the response, and response can be on the basis of HTTP, or we can say HTTPS. Okay, so when we hit any websites, the API we have to mention verb actions part like such as get, post, fetch, etc. And we generally provide with the route parts, endpoints, like resource part. So here the request response is the one of the basics method used to communicate with each other into the network. In this, the first computer sends a request to the some data, and second respond to the some kind of data. Okay, so here behind the scene, the client server model has been generally used. So this is generally also we can say a client server model. Server model. So here, as I talk about, here we have client. Okay, here by the application we can say we have servers running behind the scene. So we have, this is kind of client server model. So here the client can be your web browser, your mobile application, your IoT devices. If I talk about the server, it can be your system storing processing data like EC2 instances, Lambda function, databases. So what generally happens, suppose if I give you a simple example of API, how generally API works. Okay, think of you are think of like a waiter in the restaurant. You generally place the order. Okay, so here we are the client, we have just generally placed the order, and API is generally nothing but the waiter's part. What is generally give, we as a person, we as a client, we generally give request, please bring some kind of water to me. Okay, or we can say some kind of food to me. So what this waiter will do, this will take this kind of request and this will send to the chef or to the kitchen part. Okay, chef, please create this kind of food, this kind of things to us. And once the preparation of food is done, it again give to the waiters. Okay, then again waiters respond to this. Yes, this is your order. So like this way, the API gateway also work. API is generally like a waiter. Don't enter into the kitchen. The waiter handles everything. That's the role of a API. Same works behind the scene. Okay, so What is API gateway? API gateway is generally fully managed services that generally allows developers to do each and every kind of services. Like if we are using the API gateway, there is a security issues been resolved. There can be scalability issues been resolved, and there is a complex management issues been also been resolved. So let's quickly get back to the practical part, and you will get a better understanding how this part of things generally works on the. Okay, so let me quickly. This is my This is my AWS Cloud Console. I've been come up over here. So let me quickly show you before moving forward what generally happens when we write www.google.com. So we generally like if you write slash mail, it will redirect to the Gmail part. Same thing www.google.com. If you write the slash search, okay, so you will redirect it to this kind of landing page, and we same domain www google.com/gmeet. So you will there kinds of different domain might come meeting meet. So like this, they have different parts for different parts. So behind the scene, like yeah, this is the landing page for the meetings part. So the domain's been same slash www.google.com. Only the landing pages are different, like slash Gmail slash uh, search slash meet. So like this kind of landing page and the routing being done by the API gateway behind the scene. So let's quickly create this kind of routing. So you have to first of all open the API gateway into the new tab and same the Lambda functions because we are going to integrate it with the Lambda functions over here. Okay, so first of all, let's quickly create an API gateway for us. The API gateway is opening and let's quickly go. Okay, so first of all, while creating the API gateway, we have to look about it. There are the different kinds of API types being provided by API gateway. Okay, so let's quickly. We have been also different types. We have REST API, we have HTTP API, we have WebSocket API. So we are going to quickly create a REST API directly from here. Okay, so there will be new REST API. What the name you want? So I'm just giving my REST API only, and what kind of description you want. So let's quickly write only the API gateway. Nothing to worry about it, and you have to just quickly create an API gateway over here. Okay, now here once we are come up over here, now here you can check it out. We have this is kind of API gateway resources. Now we have to create a resources like I just talking about the slash path, like we have seen slash Gmail slash mail slash meet. Like this way we are going to path. So we are going to create a two path only today. We are going to slash search and another part will be slash Gmail path. So let's quickly one more resources that will be no, we don't want, we want from slash only, and we are going to create the path is a slash email path. Okay, we have created two kind of path. Before moving forward, now we have to write for the slash search. So you have to come up with you have to create a method where we are going to choose a lambda function. What kind of methods you want? I was just talking about you want get, you want post, you want put method, you want delete method. So whenever just think about whenever you go to the Facebook page, okay, whenever you hit the API, so they have different options. You sometimes get the methods. You are just see about the postings part. Sometimes you can post the things where you like, somewhere you can delete. So this same kind of methods been worked behind the scene. You want any, so you can any. But right now I'm just using get method. We are going to integrate with the lambda functions. So here we have to come up over here and we have to create a lambda function. What two things we are going to write? So you have to write author from the sketch. What is the lambda function name? So I'm just giving REST API 1 and the runtime I'm just giving that is a Python 9 and you have to just quickly create the functions over here. Okay, the functions getting created like same way. This is for the REST API 1 will be for the search part and REST API 2 will be for the email part. Okay, so let's do we have to just quickly dismiss this and let's quickly write a simple code. Whenever we are going to hit that API, we are redirecting to that such kind of pages. Okay, so here just let's quickly ignore this and let's quickly remove this particular body. We don't need right now. We have to just remove this also. I'm just quickly going to write return. What I'm just writing, I am search. The first function will be for the search, and let's remove this import JS also. Okay, so this we are going to deploy. So the function has been successfully deploying. If you want to test, you can also test this down. You can just give some kind of event name like a test, and you can just test it, and the execution has been successfully comes up like here. I am a search. You got this. Same thing we are going to quickly create for the slash email also. So you have to again comes up over here. My function name. I'm just giving REST API 2. You have to just scroll down. You have to just make Python 3.9 and you have to just quickly create the functions. So this functions will be for the email part. So the content will be same. We are just quickly making out the things as a slash Gmail part. Okay. So has been come up. You have to just quickly click on the dismiss and let's quickly code. Uh, Same thing will be there. We are just quickly going to remove this code and I'm just returning. I am male. Okay, nothing else. I am male. Let me quickly put all in double score and I'm also removing this import JS part. Okay, this has been successfully done. You have to just write deploying the functions. So let's quickly update the REST API. This function has been already updated. Now, both other functions of the Lambda function has been ready. REST API 1, REST API 2. Let us quickly integrate with the API gateway. So here you will be not able to see. Yes, it has been comes up. Okay, here we are just creating first for the search one. So REST API one for the search part. Nothing has to be created. You have to just quickly click on the function. So this has been successfully created. The method has been successfully added to slicer. So here you can check it out. We have just created a get function. What I just talk about into the same into the diagram. We have a client, we have method which has been requested. We have integration request and the Lambda function that is going. This is our server, this is our client, and behind the scene, these two are our API gateway, which are generally working behind the scene. Okay, same thing. They have just collected, they are just integrated responses, and we are just getting the method responses. Same thing. Let's quickly create for the mail also for the slash mail. Let's create a method and let's the same thing method will be get only and lambda functions and let's quickly for the REST API 2 and you have to just quickly click on the method part. Okay, let's take some 1 to 2 seconds to same. Same for the mail part also we have this comes up. Now what's the next? We want we want to give this things to the peoples to use them. So you have to just click on the deploy part. What kind of deploy? We want new stages, nothing. New stage name as let me give a test, nothing to worry. I have to just click on the slash deploy part. Okay, now what to let's do one thing. This our invoke URL has been ready. Suppose this is https://www.google.com/test. Now, if you comes up over here and if you write slash search, once you hit enter, see are able to see I am search and same thing, same URL. If you comes up over the next step and you slash right slash mail, if you hit enter, see you are redirecting to the slash mail part. So like this way, API's gateway plays a vital role behind the scene for the moving part, like from the one hitting, like from the search, from the route parting part. So behind the scene, it's generally have a safe but working behind the scene. Now, if you want to check it out, how many times this logs and monitoring generally work, so you can comes up over here. You can just open this REST API one. Okay, then here you can check it out. Here, once we have integrated this, so here they have also comes up with the yes, you have integrated with the API gateway part. You comes up with the monitoring, or you can just check with the CloudWatch logs also. Okay, so here the log watch also comes up like how many times has been clicked, how many times it's been played. So this URL, these things you can give to each or anyone, like anyone can just click on it and anyone can get such kind of output, like whatever the URL page will be there. So this all the things Lambda functions coding's been done by the developers. Only you just need to give this kind of indications and you have to just provide the API gateway IP to that one because we can't give anyone everyone to the access of AWS Cloud Console. Okay, so without AWS Cloud, you can just need to copy and just need to paste it down, and the peoples are going to start using this APIs part behind the scene. Okay, I was just talking about quickly the CloudWatch log. Let me just quickly show you about the CloudWatch. So here you can check it out. Yes, the CloudWatch logs has been come up, and you can check the request has been started. Okay, the request has been started with this request ID, and this request has been added. This request started, and it's like this way. It's also started storing the logs also. Like if you again hit up for the search part, so here they will comes up with the again with the more logs group, we are just talking about API REST one. So same, they have comes up over here. You can check it out. This is the timings they have been showing. If you again suppose hit up, these are the 54. Okay, let's quickly copy. Let's quickly paste. Again, hit enter. So there's just if you once again refresh. Okay, so more logs been getting generated out over like this way. You can just also troubleshoot out if some kind of issues comes up. Same thing you can also for the mail, for the mail. So like this way for the API gateway, you can create the multiple I can say the multiple REST API for the slash email for the get. You can add more kind of methods. Like, do you want to create more kind of actions? Like, you can create the more kind of actions also. Like for the get, put, post, delete, any. They have a more kind of options also work behind the scene. Okay, so like this way, the API gateway helps behind the scenes for the proxy as a place of proxy, and generally helps into the maintaining for securing purpose each and everything. Say, if I just talk about the quickly key features of API gateway, it generally helps in catching to improve the performance. It also helps in request response transformations. It is also helping SDK generations for the mobile web applications clients part, and sometimes usage plans for the API key monetizations also. So like this way, API Gateway gives you developers to secure, scalable, and flexible ways to explore API without managing infrastructures. And if you're building modern apps, especially with microservices or serverless, API Gateway is a key building blocks for you. So all right, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you like the video, please share and subscribe. If you found this helpful, share with your friends who's learning AWS Cloud. Don't forget to subscribe to continue this journey with me. I'm Chayan, and I will see you on day 23 for more amazing AWS Cloud services.